Sup flappers, welcome back to another video, and as you can see we got new weapons. Two of them actually. We got this one and we got this one, and they're just gonna be adding to the current weapon, which I believe was the Great Sword, right? Now we're getting the spear, and we're also gonna be getting the bow. And it's not a surprise, because if people have been keeping up with the 4-star weapons, it's just more of the same. It's scaling based on the entire party's combined maximum energy capacity. Not energy regen, energy capacity. How much energy does it cost to use the character's burst skill? The higher, the better. So you would want to stack your entire team with high energy capacity burst skill units to fully get the effect of these weapons, and they go up to 40%, right? And it increases your elemental burst damage. So for people like Raiden, for people like Beidou, and I believe for Thoma as well, this is all going to be nice and dandy. However, I would urge you all to caution when going in for these weapons, as they're, I'm going to be quite honest, they're not necessities. I haven't seen any weapons, even 4 stars, that have been, you know, very necessary to run certain units apart from the sacrificial series to really give that next level comfort when running certain comps. So for Xingqiu, you want to run sacrificial sword. Is just at this point a standard, and if you don't run sacrificial sword on Xingqiu, it just feels a little bit awkward. Of course you can do it. It's been a while since any weapons have come out that have the same level of influence as the sacrificial series. All right, and of course, without saying, the BPs are always great. If you can get your hands on the BP weapons, they're without the doubt some of the best 4-star weapons in the game. And now with these recent 4-star releases, that's pretty much how I feel, right? That's how I feel. Like for Boozy, for Bwazi, doesn't matter. Should I get it? Should I not? It really depends on the 5 stars on the banner. 4 stars are always secondary thoughts, including this one. Honestly, if you guys want this weapon, go ahead, pick it up. They're decent choices. It gives you a good amount of burst damage, and if you can pair and put together a good team with a couple of them holding some of these weapons, and if you're lucky enough holding for 5 stars and you got a couple refinements, maybe refinement 3 and above, they're going to be pretty strong weapons. All right, like you can get some pretty good boosts out of them, but in no way, shape, or form are these weapons, you know, phenomenal. All right, they're okay. With that said, Thoma officially has been announced on the Genshin Impact page as well. So I would like to take a look at that with you guys too. Okay, so here we have the man of the hour. Thoma, as people have known, is now the first 4-star male character released to date. That's right, it's a little fun fact. I only learned about it from my comment section in previous videos. Pretty interesting. All right, it's true. We've never gotten a new 4-star male character, and that just shows, right? Mihoyo's really missing out on this demographic. So depending on how Thoma sells and performs, I guess, on this banner, this is gonna be a good tell of how much the husbandos are valued within this community. And I know you guys, I know you, all right? Don't disappoint the husbando market here. We can't let this well dry up, because look at that. That's just spectacular animation. Like that 4th hit gotta be making some people's knees weak AF. All right, with that said, let's the simping aside, all right, let's get into the video here about let's just dig into him a little bit. Okay, so 4-hit series, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Charge attack looking very similar to, you know, Xiangling, to Hu Tao. There's the dash and spin, nothing too crazy over there. Now for his elemental skill, it's very similar to Jinyan. All right, again, it's very similar to Jinyan. And look at the particle generation. Is that 3 or 2? Let me see that. That's 3 particles. All right, pretty neat. All right, that's pretty good particle generation. And here's the kicker, right? This shield is pretty amazing because it scales first and foremost off of his HP. Now that's already a good sign, because extra staff of Homo. Hey, you already know. But it's a shield that can also stack and refresh itself. So definitely superior version of Jinyan just from the get-go. Right, the Jinyan shield, people are gonna be like, but Jinyan shield does damage, Walrus. You can do damage with it. nobody cares. All right, nobody cares. The damage from Jin Yan's shield is so minuscule, and the shield is so brittle to the point where you can almost never keep up the shield. It's not sustainable, and it's difficult to apply and it's difficult to get the maximum level of shield. And so far here, there's no maximum or minimum level of shield. It's just a shield. You can, you know, stack it more and more and refresh the duration of the shield as well. So in essence, this could potentially be the best 4-star shielder in the game, even outbeating Diona, depending on how durable and how well built your Thoma can be. And we all know that he can also do damage, although I wouldn't say you should rely on him for damage, right? Look at this right here. So the damage absorption of the Blazing Barrier scales on Thoma's max HP. The Blazing Barrier has the following traits: absorb pyro damage, 250% more effective. So if you guys keep getting your ass cheeks clapped by the, you know, the pyro abyss mages, hey, no longer, right? No longer. When a new Blazing Barrier is obtained, the remaining damage absorption of an existing Blazing Barrier will stack, and its duration will be refreshed. Now, that's a new mechanic. Shields stacking is something that's never been heard of. If you recall back to the 2.2 livestream, they did mention that this shield can stack multiple times, but there is an upper limit that it can stack to. So you cannot infinitely stack Thoma's shield. There is an upper limit, and that's very interesting. I want to know what the upper limit is. miHoYo's not letting the cat out of the bag yet, but I'm willing to say it's gonna be better than Jin Yan's, and it certainly can compete with Diona's shield. So be on the lookout, people. Be on the lookout. Now let's take a look at the burst skill. All right, so this is, I think, where a lot of people originally had their focus on, but looking at the damage here, it's not too impressive. Not too impressive. And here's another key point: Fiery Collapse, which is what this is. This attack, this wave of fire, has a cooldown of 1 second. Now, this is important because I think a lot of people are now very scared of the ICD, right? I mean, if you want to do damage, ICD is your worst enemy. And in Thoma's case, I hope this 1 second is all the limitation that they're going to be putting on him. Because if on top of this 1 second, they also have a ICD that's longer than 1 second, that's going to ruin this character's synergy with a lot of different team comps. Then again, I don't know what miHoYo's plan is with this character. Do they want him to do damage? Do they want him to be a shielder? Do they want, like, what do they want from him? We're gonna have to see. All right, so his burst skill essentially is you do this AoE pyro when he spins and stomps his foot, and then you gain this O Yoroi, which is like a big shield or something, or something shield or armor. While you have that armor, all characters that take the field, when they attack, there will be an accompanied attack on top of their attack. So you can see the white damage here, and then followed by the fire damage, right? The pyro damage. And you also gain a shield, and this shield also can refresh your elemental skill shield and also stack, right? And of course, there's a limit to how much it can stack as well here, and of course 250% more effective against pyro damage. All right, okay, I'm gonna say this right now. There's a lot of questions I have for this, right? As you can see, I made a video talking about this, but I'm gonna say it here again. Does this work when enemies are lifted off the ground, for example in Venti's burst, right? I can see that it does AoE damage, so it hits more than one. So I think that's different from Xingqiu's, because Xingqiu's, I believe, can only target one. Even if you yourself is hitting multiple, the Xingqiu's burst, I believe, targets one. I could be wrong, right? But I can see that it's AoE. Now, if it's AoE, then we want to pair it with AoE potentials, grouping mechanisms, such as Venti's burst and Kazuha's ease or whatever, to see if we can, you know, try to out more damage. Because right now, it looks like there's a lack of scaling, unless the artifact weapon is just trash in this demonstration. But I can't imagine it being too high, because then it'd just be straight up broken, right? So with the 1 second cooldown and AoE, let's see how well we can make this work, and hopefully this character is somewhat unique and does more than just being an alternative. It's good to show some love to the 4-star characters as well, right? Thoma leading the charge here. Let's see what he is capable of. So with that said, people, urge you all to stay safe, and peace.